She may be a better first lady than I will be.
Well, the great thing about having kids this young is that they really don't care. He never ceases to amaze me.
Welcome back to Brain Flow TV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Man, this has got to be some of the most embarrassing shit that has ever happened in a sister's life. First of all, let me start the video out by saying shout out to the sisters out there who hold your man in high esteem and you do the groundwork. You know, they have a saying that behind every strong man, there's a woman, or behind every successful man, there's a woman that's holding it down for him. You know what I mean? Helping him to strive on this journey. And this is no different. I am secondhand embarrassed for this lady, but we're going to talk about this. So here's a story about Andrew Gillum. Andrew Gillum, highly decorated, highly esteemed politician, and he is now involved in a scandal that some say might derail or end his political career. I say it is the end of his political career. So let's talk about this. So Andrew Gillum has been linked to methamphetamine overdose incident in a Miami hotel. This is what the police report says. Now, before you go any further, I must remind you something. See, I live in the state of Florida, and in the state of Florida, our state that is considered the capital of Florida is actually Tallahassee. Let me show you how big of a politician this brother is. He was once the mayor of Tallahassee. And he threw his hat in a ring and once ran for governor of the state of Florida. Now, he served as mayor. You can see pictures with him and Puff Daddy, pictures with him and Common, pictures with him and all the big name celebrities. Rihanna, Riri, Ella. Rihanna endorsed him. Hillary Clinton actually had him pegged for her vice president when she ran. This is how high up the ranks this brother has gone. And although he lost the race for governor of the state of Florida, he was about to run again. And many were saying he was going to get it done. You know what? It's just sad because he outdid himself. He didn't have to worry about anybody spreading rumors on him. He outdid himself. Andrew Gillum was caught in a hotel room with more than just drugs. The man who overdosed on crystal meth in that room with him is known to be an openly gay male escort with a profile on the website rentmen.com. You gotta be kidding me. This man's wife, mind you, he is married. Okay, he's been married since 2009. So his wife must be sitting at home thinking, all the sacrifices I have made to get you to where you are today, to help you on your journey, and this is how you repay me. I mean, there are stories from his wife about them being unable to have children, and then they had 3 children. First, they had a set of twins through in vitro fertilization. She had 4 miscarriages in 1 year, just trying to give this man children. So this lady has been by his side from the get-go, married since 2009, and in 2020, at the height of your career, this is how you repay her. Man, Andrew Gillum, the Tallahassee telegenic former mayor and the 2018 Democratic nominee for Florida governor, was involved in a meth overdose incident early Friday morning in a Miami Beach hotel room. It was an embarrassing and a devastating blow to Gillum, a long-serving former city commissioner and mayor who still harbored ambitions of becoming governor of the state of Florida one day. Well, he can throw those ambitions away, because I can pretty much tell you it's never going to happen now. A Miami Beach Police Department reports, this the part that y'all can't miss. You got to pay attention to this. Listen, this tea is piping hot. A Miami Beach Police Department report says officers were called to a West Avenue hotel around 1 a.m. and they found Gillum, this strapping black man, this prominent politician. They found him there with two other men, one of whom was being treated for a possible drug overdose. Oh my God. This gets deeper. Listen to this. Gillum was too inebriated to speak with the officers. He was drunk out his mind, high off something. Though he was later reported in stable condition with normal vital signs. Police found plastic baggies scattered on the floor and on the bed in the room of what they suspect to be crystal meth. Damn. In a prepared statement that was issued shortly after the news broke, Gillum denied using the drug, and he offered an apology. His apology said something like this. He said, "I was in Miami last night for a wedding celebration when first responders were called to assist one of my friends." Gillum said in a written release, "While I had too much to drink, I want to be clear that I have never, ever used methamphetamines. I apologize to the people of Florida for the distraction this has caused us, our movement. I'm thankful to the incredible Miami Beach EMS team for their efforts. I will spend the next few weeks with my family and appreciate privacy during this time," Gillum added. One of the three men, identified as the complaint, the person who actually called 911 for help, he told officers that he had arrived, right? So he said he arrived at the hotel and he got there around 11 p.m. Now remember, paramedics wasn't called until 1 p.m. So he says he arrives there at 11 p.m. And when he arrived there, he discovered that the other man and Andrew Gillum were inside the room. Both seemed to be under the influence of some unknown substance. This was his testimony, okay? This is what he told law enforcement. He said the other man with Gillum opened the hotel room door. This is the other man that is known to be a gay male escort. The third guy said when he got there, he rang the bell, knocked. This guy, the gay guy, the openly gay male escort guy, opened the door, turned around, walked to the bed, and collapsed in a prone position. Prone position means you're laying face down on your belly, flat. He also saw Gillum, which is the politician, in the bathroom, vomiting. He also said that he tried to rouse the other man by awakening him after he began having trouble breathing. So he got in the room, the other guy collapsed, he passed out, he was sleeping. He thought, damn, y'all partying hard in here. The other guy, this is the story that they gave. The other guy still passed out. He noticed that the other guy was having difficulty breathing, so he tried to wake him up. After he woke up, he collapsed again. Then he started performing chest compressions on him, he told the police. And he called police and he called fire rescue. Officers tried to speak with Gillum, but they were unsuccessful because Mr. Gillum, which is the politician, was unable to communicate with officers due to how inebriated he was. He was just jacked up. Making no sense. But when fire rescue workers went back to the hotel to check on Gillum later, they said that he appeared fine. Fire rescue stated that he was in stable condition and his vitals were normal, as the report said that Mr. Gillum left the room and returned to his residence without incident. The police report says first responders found suspected bags of drugs on the scene. Inside the room, officers observed at plain sight, they didn't even have to search for it, 3 small clear plastic baggies containing what seems to be crystal meth on both the bed and the floor. The 3 small baggies of suspected narcotics was impounded at the Miami Beach Police Station property and evidence unit for destruction. Ernesto Rodriguez, a spokesman for Miami Beach PD, he provided a copy of the report to the Tallahassee Democrat, part of the USA Today network, and no arrests were made. At the time, the incident is not being investigated as a criminal matter, and they seem to be leaving it right where it's at. Gillum, of course, has not answered his phone since, and of course, the embarrassing part that I started talking about was that the fact that he's married with 3 children. He has maintained a high profile since his bitter loss 2 years ago to the Republican Ron DeSantis. After capturing the national spotlight during the campaign, he also launched an ambitious effort to register voters ahead of their election, the year's election. I can remember him actually being on The Breakfast Club with Charlemagne and Angela Yee and, The Breakfast Club. So, and DJ Envy. So, he is a frequent face on CNN. And he has appeared as a panelist during the recent Democratic primary coverage. So you see, this man is very high up in politics. This is a prominent politician. Hell, he served as the mayor, of the capital of the state of Florida. However, Gillum is no stranger to scandal. His gubernatorial campaign began to falter late in the campaign after he did have some other run-ins before, but it was something about him speaking to or trying to do some kind of deal with some undercover FBI agents and all that other stuff. Let me tell you this. All the people who he ever came for had something slick to say to in the political arena. They are coming for him now. He once said to one of his political opponents, "The only criminal in this race is you." Well, that political opponent fired back with a quickness yesterday and said, "I'm not the one that got caught in a hotel room with a gay male escort and lots of drugs. The only criminal is you," and returned that gunfire right away. Now, here's the thing. The man who overdosed on that methamphetamine in that Florida hotel room, he is not keeping quiet at all. He is making the rounds, okay? He is making the rounds. He came out, he said, "Listen, I am an openly gay man. I am also a nursing student at some nurse practitioner school," and he also describes himself as a porn star performer of gay porn who offers services including gay massage. This is what this man, so you can imagine your wife trying to explain to your wife how you went to Florida, how you went down to Miami for a wedding, but ended up in a hotel room with a person like this who she does not know, but you claim to be your friend. Gillum had been married to his wife since 2009, and the couple has 3 children. Okay? The former Tallahassee mayor, he was the one that was vomiting in a bathroom, and he was highly intoxicated. So, when he said that he went to Miami for the wedding, I must tell you that the openly gay male escort actually has refuted that statement. He said, "I was not in Miami to celebrate any wedding. I don't know anything about any wedding. He never told me anything about any wedding. And we became friends last spring." So, isn't it about springtime again this year in 2020? We're heading into spring, right? and we are in spring, and they became friends last spring. So is this some kind of an anniversary meeting? I mean, this is shameful. This is as shameful as it gets. I'm going to close this video out by saying this, man. This is one of the reasons why I solely support gay men or women who decide to, like, come on out, okay? Come out into the open. It's a huge issue within the black community that a lot of people don't want to talk about. If you're gay, you're gay. Come on out. What we do when we make these people feel like they have to hide who they are is they go out and they create lives. And in the process of creating lives, they ruin lives. And what I mean is, here's a man who, for instance, might simply be into men, but his political aspirations and his family values from his parents' perspective and all those, you know, all that other stuff you claim to have to live up to, it wouldn't look good for them. So they're looking for him to get married, graduate from college, get married, have a wife, have children, be successful at his chosen career path, and all that other stuff. And he does exactly that. All the while meeting gay men in hotel rooms as he travels. And now he's caught simply because one of these gay men, who is openly gay, by the way, rentmen.com. Jeez. Overdosed and almost died in his company. Let me add that the first responders that were on the scene, one of them said it seemed like they broke up they interrupted what seemed like a sex party. I'm just going to leave that right there. I don't know why they might have thought that. They probably went in there and saw used condoms. I don't know if the condition in which they found the gay male escort was that he was butt naked laying face down on the bed, and you're wondering why are these men in here in these conditions. They were so drunk and high that come on, if you're going to call the police and says, my friend has passed out in this room and I need some 911, I need some quick responder, we're doing chest compressions on him over here, please don't let him die. One of the first things you're going to do is you're going to make sure there are no illegal things in plain sight when they get there. They were so messed up, they actually forgot to pick up the 3 bags of methamphetamines that were there. Damn. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me if you think his political career is over or he can overcome this to ever become the governor of the state of Florida, which is his ambition. And also, let's talk about the down low culture among black men. Let's talk about the embarrassment that his wife must be feeling and all that other stuff. It's Brainflow TV. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I am out. Peace.